Hello everyone, now we'll be learning some tricks for divisibility. So we'll be learning for the 2 till 10 divisibility tricks. And they're useful for of a humongous number to find out if a number can divide that humongous number exactly or not. But the thing is, we don't find the quotient or remainder. So, as I mentioned before, we'll be doing 2 till 10. So, let's start with 2. The rule is, the number has to be an even number. If it's an even number, then the number is divisible by 2. To find if a number is even, you have to look at the ones place digit number. If it's 0 or 2 or 4 or 6 or 8, then it's an even number, and even numbers are divisible by 2. So it's divisible. For example, let's take the number 248. So we have to find if the number is an even number or not. So see, we mentioned it has to be 0 or 4 or 0 or 2 or 4 or 6 or 8. Yeah. So yeah, we mentioned it's 8. So this number is even. So it's divisible by 2. Now I'm going to explain for 3. So the sum of the digits of a number is divisible by 3, then the number is divisible by 3. For example, let's take the number 252. So we have to add up all the digits. So if we add up 5 plus 2, we get 7, and then 7 plus 2, we get 9. So 9 is divisible by 3. So 252 is divisible by 3. Now we'll be learning about 4. For 4, the number first, there are 2 steps. First step is we have to see if the numbers is even. As I mentioned before, how to find if a number is even? Yeah, we have to see if the number is even. If it's not an even number, okay, the number is not divisible by 4. But if it's an even number, there's a chance. So then we have to look at the last 2 digits, means the ones place and the tens place. Now we have to look at, and if that's divisible by 4, then the whole number is divisible by 4. So for example, let's take the number 624. First step, see if the number is even. Yes, 4, it's an even number. 2, we have to find the last 2 digits if it's divisible by 4 or not. If it is, then the whole number is divisible. So 24. So if you learn division, 24 divided by 4 equals 6. So it's divisible. So 624 is divisible. So it's divisible. Now we are moving on to 5. We have to see if the ones place digit is 0 or 5. If it is, then the number is divisible by 5. But if it's not, okay, then the number is not divisible by 5. So for example, let's take the number 395. So we have to see if the ones place digit number is 5 or 0. Wait, it's 5, so the number is divisible by 5. So now it's time for 6. For 6, we have to see first if the number is an even number or not. If it's an even number, okay, the number might be divisible by 6. So we have to, but if it's not, okay, no, 6, the number is not divisible by 6. So if it is an even number, then we have to see if the number is divisible by 3 and 2. If it is, then it's divisible by 6. Because 2 times 3 is 6. So that's why it has to be divisible by 2 and 3. For example, let's take the number 468. See, 468. So, to see if it's divisible by 6 or not. So, first step, it's an even number. Second step, add up all the digits. It's of course divisible by 2. So, now we have to find if it's divisible by 3. 8 plus 6, 14. 14 plus 4, 18. 18 is divisible by 3. So, this is divisible by 2 and 3 means it's divisible by 6. Now it's time for 7. For 7, we have to do a little bit of math. So, we separate the ones place digit from rest of the number and make them two different numbers. So, the ones place digit which we separated, we double that and minus the other number with that. We do, and then the answer, if the answer is divisible by 7, then the whole number is divisible by 7. But one more thing, you might have to, if there's a humongous or big number like a 4-digit or 5-digit number, you have to do this many times. You can't just do once. It will be very hard to find. You'll get a 3-digit or a 4-digit. So, for example, let's take 602. So, we separate 2 from the rest of the number. So, this is now 60 and this is 2. As we know, 2 times 2 is 4. So, 60 minus 4 equals to 56. 56, yes, it's divisible by 7. Because 56 divided by 7, you get 8. So, yeah, so it's divisible. So, 602 is divisible by 7. So, hope you got this concept well. So now, because now we are going to do a 4-digit number and see if it's divisible by 7 or not. So the number is 1792. So we separate 2 from the rest of the number. So this is 1709 and this is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. So 179 minus 4 equal to 175. So 175. But it's still a big number. So what we do again is we separate 5 from 17. As I mentioned earlier, we might have to do it 2 times or 3. We can't, sometimes you have to do more than 1. So this is now 17 and 5. If we double 5, we get 10. 10 minus 7, 17 minus 10. What we get? We get 7. So 7 is divisible by 7. Of course, it's one answer. So 1792 is divisible by 7. Now it's time for 8. For 8, what we have to do is see first, number 1 is, there are 2 steps. For number 1, see if the number is an even number or not. If it's not, okay, no. The number is not divisible by 8. If it is, then there's a chance it is divisible. So first we have to look at the last 3 digits. We have to look at the last 3 digits of the number. If that last 3 digits is divisible by 8, then the whole number is divisible by 8. So for example, let's take the number 2200. It might be a big number, yeah. But the good part is we only have to look at 200. We don't have to look at this 2000. So for finding if 200 is divisible or not, yeah, actually, if you know, let's do a division. Okay, so 200 we keep. Okay, now we write down here what we're dividing with, 8. So we write down first the quotient, then the number. So 8 divided by 2 divided by 8, no, we can't do. So we have to do 20 divided by 8. So we can't do that. So we do something a little bit less, which is closer to 20, but less. It can't be more. So the number I'm thinking of is 16, because it says 8 times 2 is 16, 8 times 3 is 21. It's higher, 24. So it's higher. So we'll keep 2 up, and then we write 16 here and keep minus, and then write down 4. Then keep 0 down because there's a 1 0 left. 40. 40 divided by 8, yeah, it equals 5. So we'll keep 5 here, and then minus 40, 0. Mean 200 is divisible by 8. That means 2200 is divisible by 8. So now we'll be moving on to 9. For 9, it's same like 3. The sum of all the digits of the number is divisible by 9. Then the number is divisible by 9. So for example, let's take the number, a big number actually, 4 digit, if it's okay. But I want to. So we'll be using 9027. So first, if we have to add up all the digits, 2 plus 7, 9. 9 plus 9, we get 18 plus 0. Okay, 18. And 8, if you want, you can do this. 1 plus 8, you get 9. 9 itself. So 9027 is divisible by 9. 10 is a very easy and simple one. So first what you have to do is see if the ones place digit is 0. If it is, then it's divisible by 10. So for example, let's take the number 4280. So wait, the ones place digit is 0, so means it's divisible by 10. So these are all the divisibility rules I'm going to tell you. Hope you enjoyed them. But I'll give you some worksheets and make sure you remember these tricks. But if you don't, you can come and watch my video again. And as well in the description below, I'll give you some worksheets. And as well, I'll write down all of the divisibility rules. Bye.